I want to explain to you what a squeeze page funnel is, how it works, and how it can work for your business to grow a list of subscribers and potential buyers and help grow your company dramatically. So with that said, let's jump right in. So what is a squeeze page funnel? Well, squeeze page funnel is one of the most simple funnels we have. It's basically just two simple pages. Page number one is what we call a squeeze page. This is where we're asking somebody for their email address in exchange for something. It might be a lead magnet, it might be an ethical bribe, it might be some more information. And then on the next page, we thank them for their email address, and then we give them that thing that we promised them on the squeeze page. It's very simple and it's very easy, and it's one of the fastest and easiest ways to build a huge email list of subscribers. Now I'm gonna show you guys a couple of squeeze page templates so you get an idea, because you've probably seen these a lot out there in the marketplace. You may not even know what it was. So this is what a squeeze page may look like. Someone's offering you a free guide or a free report in exchange for your email address. Okay, here's another one that's very simple and very easy. Same thing, a free report, they opt in and they give them the email address. You could offer a free book, a free video, a free white paper, anything you can think of, you could offer it for free. They give you the email address, and on the next page you thank them, and then you actually give them the thing that you promised them. It's very simple and it's a very easy way to start building a following of people, okay? So the question I get from a lot of people is like, well, where do squeeze pages come from? What is this? Who invented this? Why is this a thing? And for you to really understand that, I want to go back in time about 10 or 15 years, back to when the internet first came around. And now if you are like me, you've been doing this for a long time, you probably remember when you would visit websites and all of a sudden something really annoying would happen. Do you remember this? You go to a website and all of a sudden you see, boom, a huge pop-up, right? And pop-ups were amazing for marketers, for business owners, because what would happen that someone would come to your website, this pop-up would come up and it would say, hey, give me your email address in exchange for a free report or for a free coupon or things like that. And what happened is that marketers, business owners started growing huge email lists of tens and then hundreds of thousands of people. And they make so much money emailing those lists of subscribers, different products and different things they were selling. The problem was it was really annoying for the end customer. And so Google started building ad blockers and all their things, same thing with Internet Explorer, and soon pop-ups became a thing of the past. And people started freaking out because they were building these huge email lists, and then all of a sudden that went away literally overnight. And they thought, what are we gonna do? How should we do this? And luckily for all of us, there were some very smart marketers out there who started trying to figure out new ways to do this. And one of the things they invented is a concept called a squeeze page, which is basically taking this pop-up. Instead of going to a website and thing pops up, the pop-up becomes the main page you actually drive people to. Now, this is one of the original squeeze pages. This was David D'Angelo's doubleyourdating.com. Back when I first got started over a decade ago, this was like the most famous squeeze page out there. And it was very simple and very easy. Okay, if you look at this, said you're about to learn secrets that most men will never know about women. Inside, you're going to learn the kiss test, how to find out if she's ready to be kissed, and then a bunch of different things, right? And so you'd come to this page, and instead of driving to a page and having this be the pop-up, this was the actual page. And remember when he first started doing this, and other people started doing it, everyone thought they were crazy. Like, why would you do that? Why would you hide the thing you're actually trying to sell from people by having this squeeze page? But they started doing the testing. What they found is that they would send people here. Let's say they send 100 people to this page, and let's say they get 30 or 40% of people to buy. Now you may think, well, that means 60 or 70% of people never actually saw the thing that you're trying to give them. But what happens is after you have their email address, you have the ability to follow up with them. And they say on average it takes somebody 7 times seeing what you're trying to sell before they're willing to buy from you. And so if you're just driving all your people to a website hoping they're going to buy, you're going to lose a lot of that potential revenue because you have no ability to follow up with those people. So instead you send them to a squeeze page. Now here on this squeeze page, what he was promising people is that if you give me your email address, I'm going to tell you the KISS test, okay? So someone would come in there, they put their name, their email address in, and then they go to a page right here where it'd say, here's the KISS test, and we explain, this is how to know if a woman is ready to be kissed. And we kind of explain it really quick, and then the bottom it said, click here to go download my ebook, and then he'd actually sell his book called Double Your Dating. And that's what a squeeze page was. Offer them an ethical bribe, a lead magnet. For him, it was the KISS test. Then the next page, he gives them the KISS test, thanks them for giving the email address, and then from here, they're able to push them into whatever product or service they actually want to sell on the back side of it, okay? Now, they were able to build an email list of hundreds of thousands of men and build a huge company by using simple squeeze pages like this, okay? All right, so here's how it works. Step number 1 is you have to create some kind of lead magnet, something you can give somebody in exchange for their email address. And step number 2, you just trade it for their email address. It's a very simple process. It works super well. In fact, it's almost too simple and too easy. Here's an example of some squeeze pages that some of my favorite ones I've seen in the past. This is one that Frank Kern did. This is one that Neil Patel did at Kissmetrics, giving away some white papers. This is one where Brendon Burchard gives away his productivity guide. This is one where somebody gives away a free video, which actually ends up being the sales video for the product they're trying to sell. So these are basic squeeze page examples. There's tons of different ways to do them, but that's kind of what they traditionally look like. product. Okay, so my question for you is, how would you use a squeeze page funnel inside of your business? Okay, well, one way is to get their email address so you can follow up with your customers. Okay, I told you before, it takes someone on average 7 times hearing your message before they're going to be ready to actually purchase something from you. So by giving them something for free in exchange for the email address, now you can follow up with them and have multiple times to try to sell them the product or service you really want to sell them. Okay. Number 2, you can start getting new leads and build a relationship with them so you can sell them other products and services in the future. Or another thing is you can build an audience of people for an upcoming product you're going to be launching in the future. Okay, now we use squeeze pages in all sorts of aspects of our business, and it's something you should be using as well. So my question for you is, what do you have that you could give away? AKA, what kind of lead magnet could you create in your company to start generating your potential dream buyers? Okay, you could create some kind of free report or a white paper. You can make a free video. You could give away coupons. You could access something amazing and a whole bunch of other things. Just think about what is it that your dream clients would want. Go and create that thing, and then you put it behind a squeeze page funnel, okay? Now here's some of the best practices of a squeeze page. This is an example of a very simple, very powerful squeeze page from one of my friends, Brian Rand. Now on a squeeze page, a couple things. Number 1, we wanna keep it simple. I don't wanna overwhelm them. I'm not trying to overcomplicate it, just very simple, like this is what I'm gonna give you in exchange for your email address. Number 2, I like having tons of curiosity. The more curiosity someone has in that thing you're gonna give them, the more likely they are to give you their actual email address, okay? And the next step, you gotta tell them what to do. So notice it says, download this thing right now, and then it says, it tells them what to do. Enter your email address down below to get this thing. So you're actually telling them exactly what to do. Okay, so that's page number 1. Page number 2, best practices, you give them the thing that they asked for. For some reason, people sometimes don't do this. They try to hide it down the road. If you do that, people aren't going to trust you and they're not going to buy from you in the future, okay? So you actually give them the thing that they asked for, and if you want to, then you can send them off into your next funnel, okay? So Brian in this funnel gives them the manifesto they asked for and then sends them off to the next funnel where he actually sells one of his training courses. Okay, and so that's some of the best practices behind how squeeze page funnels work. So what do you need for this funnel? First thing you need is, and you're gonna take this funnel, you're gonna edit it, right? You need some kind of logo if you're gonna be doing this one. You need your headline, your copy, the words that are gonna go on the page, maybe a picture of your lead magnet, and that's about it. That's how simple it is to build out an actual squeeze page.